David Wiesner, Author Study by Rama Aton. David grew up in New Jersey. He was known as the kid who was always drawing something. His imagination would take him to faraway planets or prehistoric jungles. David was so interested in the illustrations of books he would spend so much time looking into the fine details. Eventually, he went to Rhode Island School of Design for visual storytelling. It was there he realized he wanted to create picture books. While at the school, he met two men who taught him the fundamentals of drawing and painting, and he dedicated a book to each of them. David now lives in Philadelphia with his family, and he is also the second person in Caldecott history for winning 3 times. These are some of the amazing books by David Wiesner. I'm going to talk about each one individually. So first is Art and Max. Art and Max was written in 2010. The images were done in acrylic, pastel, and watercolors. So Art and Max are 2 guys who like to paint, and Max's idea of painting is a little bit different than Art's. Max ends up literally painting Art, and they try to get it off of him. Finally, Art ends up just being an outline, and Max has to put him back together. When he finally does, he ends up painting him again, but this time, Art likes it, and they finally decide to paint together. Sector 7 is another great book. It was written in 1999, and this is a wordless picture book. When a boy goes on a school field trip to the Empire State Building, he meets a cloud. This cloud takes him up to Sector 7, which is a cloud factory. When the clouds get bored of their shape, the boy promised them that he would draw them new shapes. When the cloud drops the boy back off at the Empire State Building for the field trip, the clouds he drew are now in the sky, and everybody is looking up wondering what happened. Tuesday. This book was written in 1991. On a Tuesday evening around 8 o'clock, something strange starts to happen in the town. This is also a wordless picture book from David Wiesner. So around 8 o'clock in the evening, frogs begin to take flight on their lily pads. They fly into people's houses, and they even chase a dog. The next Tuesday, it looks like pigs are going to fly. Hurricane. This book was written in 1990. When a hurricane hits David and George's house, they don't know what to do. They talk about it all night. When they wake up in the morning, they find a huge tree that fell over in the neighbor's yard. This is a fun book, and it illustrates that even the simplest of things can change your whole day. So when the tree falls in the neighbor's yard, they start to play in it all day, and the next day somebody comes to chop up the tree and take it away. The boys get so sad that they don't know what to do. Their dad calls that another storm is coming that night, and the boys hope that the other tree falls in their yard so they can keep it and play in the tree forever. Mr. Ruffles. This is David Wiesner's latest book. It was written in 2013. This is also a wordless picture book. Mr. Ruffles is a cat who doesn't like any of his toys except for one. Of course, this is the toy with the aliens in it. When Mr. Ruffles plays too rough with the toy, the aliens come out and are now in trouble because they were in cat territory. The aliens take shelter behind an air vent, and they find bugs, and they become friends. The bugs help the aliens think of a plan to fix their spaceship. They need to fix the spaceship so they can go home. Flotsam. Flotsam is a wordless picture book, and this is probably my favorite book by David Wiesner. It was written in 2006, and his details are amazing. This is a book about a boy who goes to the beach on vacation. He ends up finding a camera that gets washed up onto shore. He goes to the store and develops the film, and he finds all these amazing pictures of the ocean animals. He also sees a picture of someone holding a picture of someone. So it's a picture and a picture and a picture and a picture. He then takes the picture of himself and he throws the camera back in the ocean for someone else to find when it washes up on shore. He wants to continue the cycle. The Three Pigs. The Three Pigs was written in 2001, and this is pretty much a classic story of the three little pigs, but it's a little different. The story starts out the same with the big bad wolf and them blowing down their house and blah blah blah. But when the pigs decide to take control of the story, they jump out of the page. So they fold up the pages of their story and they fly to other stories. In one of the stories they jump into, it has a dragon in it. The dragon was supposed to be slayed by the prince, but the pigs saved the dragon and brought him back to their story. June 29th, 1999. This book was written in 1992, and in this book, Holly has to do a science project. When she plants seeds in a box, she sends the box into the sky. About a month later, after she planted the seeds in the box, the world starts raining down vegetables. Huge cucumbers and huge cabbages fill the sky. Holly is shocked by what she has done, and the news is capturing everything. Freefall. Freefall was written in 1988, and it's about a boy who falls asleep with a book in his hands. He dreams of faraway places, and he dreams of castles, dragons, and giants. He even dreams he slayed the dragon. The Loathsome Dragon. This book was written in 1987, and it's retold by David Wiesner, but he did the illustrations for this book. So this story is about a king who loses his queen. He meets another woman, and she is not who he thought she was. She turns out to be the evil stepmother in the book. When she finally shows her true colors, she turns the daughter into a dragon. The only way to save her is by having her brother kiss her 3 times. But of course, her brother is far away traveling the world. When he finally hears news that his sister has become a dragon, he tries everything he can to get home. The evil stepmother, of course, tries to stop him at every attempt at coming home. But he finally makes it, and he saves his sister. So these are just some of David Wiesner's books that I found most interesting. I love that he uses amazing detail in all of his books. I also love that he makes wordless picture books. Flotsam was the first one I've ever seen, and I loved it. I hope you enjoyed, and thanks for watching.